to being, now she's such an established player, one of the best Duck Hunt players in America, if not the world. But, a few years ago, FAWN was a, up-and-coming player in New York, and back when, New York was pulling, 100-person locals every week, and, even back in Smash 4, like, good Bayonetta player, really forged in the fires, and it's like, almost like 2 generations here of ranked players. And FAWN, as you mentioned, has recently started playing more in New Jersey, has switched to the New Jersey ranking. Something I'm curious to see is, obviously, Fhantum plays Steve and Donkey Kong, FAWN mains Duck Hunt but plays a whole host of characters. I wonder what we're going to see. I'd imagine it'd be Steve Duck Hunt, but I feel like with FAWN and even with Fhantum, you never really know. I've seen that Donkey Kong win some horrible matchups.
Yeah, I mean, Fhantum goes on to prove a lot of the time that Donkey Kong can do it. However, I've seen their Steve, and their Steve is sometimes even more powerful, so it'll be for sure a match that we don't want to miss. And like you said, FAWN has a lot of characters in her pocket that we may or may not see today. I have borne witness to the Duck Hunt, and it is in fact quite powerful, but
Yeah.
like, that might not be the character that we see today, and regardless of which character it is, I think they're just gonna come out swinging.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I commentated FAWN 2 weeks ago at a somewhat large New York tournament, and I saw Wario, I saw Duck Hunt, I saw Bayo. In the past, I've seen, Sheik, Jigglypuff, Meta Knight, like, really whatever's on the mood, whatever's on the brain for FAWN. But we're finally getting into the character select. We're starting on small battlefield, not PS2, which, refreshing, but also interesting to think, these players want a slightly smaller stage. We need to do something about the PS2 epidemic. It's not a neutral stage for your character. I don't care what you think. Most of the time, you can do better than just gentlemening to PS2. Like, let's be honest. You're not. Are they button checking? Or are they?
Are they both playing?
Oh no,
random?
they're doing randoms. They're doing randoms.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have some fun here.
Oh wow. Okay.
We have Mewtwo Meta Knight. If there's someone I would bet on in randoms, it is FAWN. I'll say that. I've seen them win tournaments with so many characters, but I'm gonna start off here with the Meta Knight. You're gonna see. I mean, to hell with talking about matchups and randoms. Let's talk about what's actually happening on the screen. This Shadow Ball into the dash attack, the down tilt, and some failed up air ladders.
Oh yeah, Fhantum trying their best as she's trying to get some up air combos started here. Okay, charging off stage. Yeah, of course, if anyone is going to have Mewtwo experience, it's going to be FAWN, and I think we're going to see a lot of that in this particular random. Yeah, you can see Fhantum just trying to stay on the upper platform, trying to avoid FAWN right here.
Yeah, we have people who play various Pokemon in New York City. We've definitely had, FAWN plays a lot of weird characters. I'm not surprised about this Mewtwo at all. Nair into Nair. And Mewtwo's not, like, Meta Knight's not exactly the easiest character to find kills with in something like randoms, No real strong kill moves, like, you have to get a lot of those combos started or some edge guards, but Mewtwo can be a little hard to edge guard with that teleport if they place it right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Fhantum has some pretty good experience playing against Meta Knight in bracket. I mean, thinking about players such as Bonk. Okay, and yeah, that's going to be the first stock there for Fhantum. But I'm not sure that they have any experience themselves firsthand with playing the character.
Yeah, well, the young players these days, all they do is play randoms and randoms. So, I'm not too worried. I'm sure this Meta Knight has seen plenty of experience and money matches in the hotel bedrooms. Nice up air here under the platform from FAWN. She's looking for this kill. Meta Knight at 125, not exactly the heaviest character. Will definitely die to any of these kill bursts from Mewtwo, but okay, well, not that back air quite yet. Now will definitely die, probably even across the stage. That F tilt, not quite killing. FAWN, a grab will even kill your She's looking for it, and that Shadow Claw is going to take the stock. just one more to see, you know. I feel like one of the exciting parts about playing randoms is like it's like almost like it's like you're almost gambling to see like who you'll get.
Yeah, I mean, and with such a large cast that you have in Ultimate, there are so many characters and so much niche information about both of these characters. Like, me personally, I have never seen this matchup before. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be yet another.
Oh my god.
Okay, but yeah, that's the game to FAWN. Alrighty.
I was gonna say, you know, Phantom's taking 2 stocks of forward smash. I saw Bugs do. I saw FAWN do like an IDJ up air combo. Like, come on. Like, let's be serious. But first game goes to FAWN. You know, that Mewtwo is kind of moving. Bodes well for the rest of this randoms. But you know, as I said, FAWN is a bit of a wacky character specialist, plays a lot of characters. I would definitely take them in many bets. DK Inson! Oh, this is what
Okay.
I'm here for. Oh, never mind, they rerolled.
Oh. Yeah,
Why?
maybe they went randoms again and they didn't want to?
Or, well, I could also see maybe they just wanted to reroll the characters. At the end of the day, I
Oh.
guess it is up to the players to do what
Yeah.
they want to do.
I guess if that means messing around, then that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder, are they gonna stay random? I'd assume they're staying random, but you know, yeah, they're definitely staying.
Oh,
random.
okay.
Let's see. Anticipating Wolf Lucina.
Right, the draw. Ooh, alrighty.
We'll see some. We're gonna see some real gameplay here.
That was FAWN saying something like, "Yeah, you're cooked."
Yeah, I mean, are you can if I'm FAWN, I'm to any young player and stuff like this, I'm saying you're good. Little down throw. I mean, this is some fundamental gameplay happening on this. Never mind, there's no fundies in that. Come on. Watching people's like Pocket Wolf or Pocket Lucina in like the year in 2025 is so funny because after spending so much time watching players like Jackal and Mr. E and stuff like that, or even like Merveil Palu, like those sorts of characters, there's such a level of like crispness to the people who made the character, and then you watch people where like they're Pocket Wolf and they like. Everything feels so like slow and jittery. It's really funny.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of the movements just feel jagged when I see people who are not used to a player or a character such as Wolf or Lucina. Wolf, like when I see players who are not Wolf mains, like Jackal play Wolf, it just kind of feels like a slow character, and that's not normally the way that he's supposed to feel, I think.
Yeah, and
Okay.
part of that is definitely that movement, precise movement with some of these characters that, you know, the community loves to call fun these characters. I won't say that, but for kind of friends, I'll say that. Like, movement and precise spacing and stuff is such like a key part of their gameplay. Is that all the best players of the characters are so good at it. But you know, this Wolf is cooking. FAWN was not like, oh okay.
Oh, okay, tried to go for the down air and ended up losing the stock, but you know, respectable punish game there from FAWN, even if it doesn't work. But the down smash though is going to take yet another stock from Phantom. Phantom has quite a lot of damage here to make up, but this Lucina warrior is strong.
Having someone tell you in randoms you're cooked and then cooking you is there's no better feeling as the person who makes the claim, really.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, I'm pointing to the spectators. Okay, come on. Don't you, if you SD twice and then lose here, we have to have a talk. No fair bear, but a bear there. And she thought about going deep for another one, but 3 SDs in a loss is just would be unacceptable. Let's see, a nice grab here by Phantom.
Especially since losing would kind of lose the choice. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like I'm watching a single-player Wolf game. I feel like Phantom's like, barely done anything. It feels like I feel like all the relevant plays have been made by either FAWN doing really well or just throwing herself off the stage.
Yeah, I mean, FAWN's not getting a... FAWN is, like, looking for meaningful damage now, and that's something that Phantom seems to be sort of struggling with during the set, just because they were down 2 stocks before FAWN started throwing a little bit.
The good
Oh,
news is
okay.
it doesn't matter because it's last hit. Who cares if your character's on the win screen at the end of the game? It doesn't matter if your opponent, you know, gave up some free candy to you. And that Wolf Flash is so greedy. I mean, there's definitely a hint of silliness to what's going on right here. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Oh man.
I think they just wanted to play a third game. I'll say it. I don't think there's a...
I don't think there's an ounce of seriousness in what is happening
Maybe,
right
like,
now.
there's like 1 ounce, but maybe that's it. Like...
Maybe just to be like, dang, my wolf kind of schnasty. Like that is the ounce of seriousness.
To
And
be fair,
nothing else.
though, the wolf is kind of schnasty. Like, let's give it up. Like, if... assuming we hit those angles... Okay. We've got
man.
Terry Mega Man on screen. This is what I want to see. Some good old fashioned Terry probably not doing manual inputs and Mega Man not doing Metal Blade combos.
Alright, yeah. Phantom making some good damage here with the up B as FAWN is here trying to make up some of that, utilizing the get up attack here, trying to go to continue on the upper platform. Wow, okay, a quick stock right there from Phantom. Oh no, wait, Phantom is not Terry. My bad.
Yeah, Phantom is the Mega Man.
I just realized looking at me now.
Yeah, but takes it right back. No go on the table. Nice down air there. Getting right through that rising tackle. And both players, they're making do here. Mega Man, you know, he has some really good generic moves. Terry, he has some pretty cookie cutter combos. But this back air could be the start of something. Is there a jump here? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mega Man has the potential to make up a lot of damage, but I've heard from Mega Man players that he does kind of struggle to kill, whereas Terry, I think, like, you would have to be piloting him incorrectly to struggle to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we even saw earlier, like, the pretty simple aerial confirm into the Burning Knuckle was just enough to take a stock pretty early. And now we have Go on deck, which, you know, if FAWN, like, is going to find the spaces to confirm into those supers, could be a big deal. The Phantom, you know, you're going to have to get a stock here by, you know, some big back air, forward air towards the corner, or maybe an up tilt.
I did like seeing the up smash earlier from Phantom. Of course, it was not early enough, or it was not late enough to kill. Able to get out of that, and now trying to use the Metal Blade while FAWN is off stage in order to bait out some of the recovery. Okay, yeah, and that is going to be the stock there for Phantom.
Yeah, a good back air, and it kind of feels like FAWN, you know, it can be hard to approach with Terry when you don't have that sort of polished movement. I haven't even seen a single use of crack shoot. I wonder, I mean, you know, it's not easy to remember that the back B even exists, but you know.
Yeah, Phantom able to get out of these power dunks though. Like, I saw that earlier and was wondering if it was potentially like a sort of fluke, but that's 3 times in a row now that we've seen Phantom get out of those. So just really awesome knowledge.
There is some somewhat consistent SDI you can do to get out of certain power dunks. And I also don't know if FAWN is doing like the input version or like the button version. It doesn't matter. She's dead. Phantom, you know, I mean, the players are having a laugh. Maybe Phantom saying your wolf is not schnasty. We'll never know what they're saying, but you know, either way, a little fun jabs between the two players. I would have loved to see that DK Ensign, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, this all sort of just reminds me that this is, at the end of the day, a local, and while some of the players may be here like to take it a bit more seriously, there are players here who want to have fun, and that's perfectly okay. I mean, as long as they're enjoying the game and they have a healthy relationship with their fellow competitors, you know, I don't see the harm in this.
Yeah, I mean, if the players want to have fun, they can have fun. It's up to them, you know? Like you said, it is a local. If this was maybe a ranked event, I'm sure the players wouldn't even dream of doing this, but
No, I think they would be pretty locked in. And this is also still, like we said, just the top 8 qualifier. This is not yet top 8. So they're getting their giggles now while they can. I think they'll be a lot more serious during top 8.
yeah, well, Phantom's gonna move on to play Syrup in Winners Top 8, which, at the end of the day, I don't know, I guess everyone here plays each other, like, somewhat often, so you wanna do some randoms once in a while, I mean, or maybe you wanna influence the rankings a little bit, go for it, like, this, man,
Watching that Wolf Flash again and then followed up with Phantom being able to take the first stock that wasn't due to FAWN SDing was pretty funny. Now that we're watching the replay.
No, it's definitely funny. I mean, we're here for some laughs, for some giggles. Remember that it is a game and you're playing it for fun. It's okay to, and this goes out to everyone watching, it's okay to have fun playing Smash sometimes. You don't have to go to your brackets and be like, I need to win. Like, hang out with your friends, enjoy the community, maybe play some randubs afterwards, it's all what the game's about.
Exactly. It also helps, like, I mean, I don't know about you specifically, so I'm just speaking for myself, but it also helps me as a commentator to remind myself not to take this seriously, that it's, or at least taking it seriously to an extent, rather.